Class 11th Biology, Chapter 8, Morphology of Angiospermic plants. Now, inflorescence. In case the flower develop in group, these show definite arrangement. The systematic arrangement of flower and mode of distribution of flower on the aerial plant axis is called inflorescence. The axis of inflorescence is termed as peduncles. Function of inflorescence. Inflorescence is useful in production of a large number of seeds which increase productivity. Flower become more attractive and thus attract insects for cross pollination. A large number of female flowers are pollinated at a time with the help of few pollen grains. Increase in chance of cross pollination increases the chance of hybridizations, resulting in the possibility of production of new varieties. A small number of pollen grains can pollinate a large number of flowers. Types of inflorescence. Inflorescence may be classified into four groups: simple inflorescence, compound inflorescence, special inflorescence, and mixed inflorescence. These are further divided and subdivided into categories. First, we have to take simple inflorescence. Inflorescence in which flowers are directly attached on main axis is called simple inflorescence. It is divided into two types: racemose inflorescence and cymose inflorescence. Racemose inflorescence. This type of inflorescence is also known as indefinite inflorescence. Here, flower is not borne at the apex of floral axis or peduncles. It grows indefinitely. The racemose type has the characteristics: there is no limit of growth of peduncles because its terminal bud does not flowers. Therefore, it is also known as indefinite inflorescence. Means in this type of flower, in the peduncles, flowers arises as there is no flower in its terminal axis. Therefore, it continuously grow and produce flowers. The youngest flowers are developed toward apex and older flowers toward base. Older flowers are toward base and younger toward apex. This type of distribution is known as acropetal successions. The succession of development of flowers in outer to inner side. This type of succession is known as centripetal successions. Flowers are found in the axis of leaves or bracts. Now the type of racemose inflorescence. Firstly, it is divided into three categories. Main axis is elongated. First, main axis elongated. Typical racemes. In this type, main axis or races is elongated and bear flowers laterally. Lowest flower is oldest with a longer pedicels, and younger flowers toward the growing points have a smaller pedicels. The mustard red pedicel is the stalk of flower. In lowest flower, pedicel is longer and it becomes shorter as it proceeds towards the apex. When the main axis of typical raceme is branched, it is called as compound racemes or peduncles. Second type, a spike, when the main axis is elongated and sessile flowers are borne laterally in acropetal succession. Sessile flowers means which don't have stalk or pedicels. They are directly attached with main axis. It is said to be a spike inflorescence. For example, Amaranthus, Chaulai, Ephemeranthus, Lardjira, Odhotoda, etc. When the main axis of a spike inflorescence become branched and which bear sessile flowers, it is called compound spike. Here. Third type is spikelet aspidix. This is also a modification of a spike inflorescence in which axis is fleshy and usually bears unisexual, both male and female flowers separately. Female flowers are developed at the basal region of the axis, while the male flowers found toward the upper part. Whole inflorescence is covered with a large fleshy and brightly colored large breath known as spathe, which attract the insects for cross pollination. Example, colocasia, banana, maize. Spikelets. Spikelet is very small spike with reduced axis consisting of one or few flowers. Each spikelet comprises of one or few small flowers called as floret. Main axis develop very small branched bearing the sessile flowers. Each spikelet has two empty glooms at its base and just above them flowering gloom called the lemma. At the axil of the lemma a flower is developed. Opposite to lemma there is a small bracteole called the peli. Thus flower is enclosed by the lemma and peli. Examples are the member of family Gramineae such as wheat, rice, bamboo. Catkin are Amenthum. This is a drooping spike that is hanging downwards. Its long and pendulous axis or rachis bear unisexual sessile flowers. Flowers are arranged in a acropetal succession on rachis. Example, mulberry, oak, birch. Corium, main axis, shortened or short rachis. Corium is a raceme in which the main axis is short and the flowers are pedicellate, means with stalk. The lower flowers have larger pedicels than upper one, so that all the flowers come to lie almost at the same level and look like comb. From the rachis. Here they bear flowers. Example, Aberis, Amara, or Candytuft, Lantana, etc. Umbel, it is a raceme in which main axis is short and form the apex of floral axis. Many pedicellate flowers arise. Size of pedicels of all flowers is more or less similar, so that all flowers lie in the same level, forming a umbrella-like appearance. Flowers arise in axil of bract and whole of breath forming as involucres. Such an umbel is commonly referred as simple umbel. For example, in onion, boiled coriander, these look like umbrella. Sometimes lateral branches develop from the main axis of the umbel. Such an umbel is called as compound umbel. Coriander, carrot, etc. Main axis flattened, capitulum or head. This type of inflorescence is mostly found in Compositae family. In this inflorescence, main axis is short, flattened, and known as receptacles, as in marigold, sunflower. Main axis are receptacles. In these two type of flowers, ray florets and these florets are a receptacle bear a number of small sessile flowers called florets. At the basal region of these florets, one or more whole of breath are developed and form an involucres. Outer floret is the head. In the head are older than the inner ones. The florets may be of two types, ray and disc florets. Such is called as heterogeneous capitulum, sunflower, marigold, etc. Many florets are of one kind. Capitulum inflorescence having only one kind of floret is called as homogeneous capitulum, as in shown. So relate florets are ligulate. These florets are arranged on the peripheral region of receptacles in a single or more holes in peripheral region, having distinct yellow and sharp shaped petals. These florets are female or sterile and are always zygomorphic. They may be arranged in one or more holes. These florets are grouped in the center of receptacles and are bisexual, tubular, and actinomorphic. When the axis of capitulum inflorescence is branched, it is called as compound capitulum. Capitate are globose head in babool or acacia, and series. The peduncle is reduced or condensed to a circular disc. And it bears flowers. The peduncle is reduced or condensed to a circular disc, which bears sessile flowers. Oldest flowers is in the center and engaged toward the periphery of disc, centripetally arranged. Flowers form a compact globose head. Cymose are definite inflorescence. In cymose inflorescence, growth of main axis is checked by the development of a terminal flower, but the growth continued through lateral buds. Following characteristics are found in this inflorescence. Growth of peduncle is limited because terminal bud is developed in flower, therefore it is also known as definite inflorescence. In this type of inflorescence, one flower is developed in the terminal bud, therefore its growth becomes limited. But its lateral branches grow and give rise to flowers. In a cymose inflorescence, the terminal flower is older and open earlier than the lateral ones. First of all, terminal flower arises, then lateral flowers. The Younger flowers are situated toward the lower side. This type of succession is known as basipetal succession. Flowers are open in centrifugal successions, that is from central part to peripheral regions. Type of compound inflorescence, monochasial or uniparous cyme. Cymodes, monochasial or uniparous cyme. When the main axis terminate in a flower and give rise to a single lateral branch ending in a flower, inflorescence is known as monochasial or uniparous cyme. The lateral and succeeding branches of the inflorescence also follow the uniparous pattern of branching. Monochasial cyme may be of two kinds: uniparous helicoid and uniparous escarpoid cyme. Uniparous helicoids, in this case all the flowers are developed only on the same side of main axis. This inflorescence found in the member of family Solanaceae, as in potato. It has one flower. Before giving flower, it produces one branch in only one direction. Uniparous escarpoid, when the lateral branches are developed on alternate sides in a zigzag manner. One lateral branch in this side, other in this side, again in this manner, zigzag manner. The monochasial cyme is said to be as escarpoid cymes, cotton, ranunculus, drosera, etc. Dichasial or biparous, when main axis ends in a flower after introducing two lateral branches, and these lateral branches also terminate in a flower, inflorescence is called dichasial or biparous. After giving one flower, it produces two lateral branches, and both lateral branches ends in a flower. Example: jasmine, chameli, teak, necthanthum or harsingar. Polychasial or multiparous cyme, when the main axis terminate in a flower after introducing many lateral branches, and these lateral branches also terminate in a flower and gives an appearance of umbel. Inflorescence is called polychasial or multiparous cyme. Example: Calotropis or oak. Solitary terminal inflorescence. Solitary inflorescence, it is of two types: solitary terminal and solitary axillary. In this type of inflorescence, single flower is borne at a place depending on the position of flower. It is of two types: solitary terminal, when the terminal bud terminate into a flower, inflorescence is known as solitary terminal. Example: argemum or Pili. Solitary axillary inflorescence, in which axillary buds arising from the axis of leaf terminate into a flower, is called solitary axillary. Okay? China rose or hibiscus, means only a single flower arises from a peduncle. Now the compound inflorescence. In this type of inflorescence, a number of branches arises from the main branch of inflorescence. That is, main branch of fruit is branched, and it may be definite or indefinite. This inflorescence is of 5 types. compound raceme or penicills or raceme of raceme. When the main axis of a typical raceme is branched, it is said to be compound raceme, neem, gold mohair, amalta, sivka, etc. Compound spike or spike of spikelets. The inflorescence in which main axis is branched and each branch bear a spadix inflorescence is called compound spadix, as in coconut. Compound corium, it is a modified racemose inflorescence in which main axis is branched and each branch bear a corium inflorescence. Example: cauliflower, candy top. Compound umbel, it is a modified racemose inflorescence, modified form of umbel inflorescence. Modified racemose inflorescence in which main axis of umbel inflorescence is branched and each branch bear an umbel inflorescence. For example: coriander, dhania, carrot, etc. Compound inflorescence is of 5 types: compound raceme, compound spike, compound spadix, compound corium, and compound umbels. These are the compound or branch form of this type of inflorescence. A special inflorescence, due to abbreviations of main floral axis on a special type of crowding of flowers, some special type of inflorescence may be there, which are as Syzygium. Syzygium inflorescence is in fact a modified cymose inflorescence which apparently seems to be a single flower. Here the main axis form a conical receptacles. A single female flowers or pistillate develop at the center of the receptacles, and it is surrounded by a whole of male flowers arranged in a scarpoid manner. Each male flower is represented only by a stamen which articulate to a short peduncles or stalk. Flowers are borne in the axil of hairy bracteoles and are enclosed within an involucre of bracts which form a cup-like structures. The involucre is often provided with nectar secreting glands. Male flowers are numerous and are arranged centripetally. Male flowers are borne on short or long pedicels. Single female flower is represented by a tricarpellary syncorpus gynoecium borne on a long pedicels. Examples: Euphorbia, Pulcherrima, Hypanthodium. It is a modified capitulum or hat inflorescence in which floral axis or receptacles become hollow, fleshy, cup-shaped structures within an apical pore called as osteoles. At its apex there is one pore through which insects can enter inside the flower. It is a fleshy which bears many flowers inside. Here the flowers are sessile, small, highly reduced and unisexual. Female flowers remain in center and male flowers on the outer side. For example, banyan, peepal, ficus or anjeer. Berticillaster. It is a complex inflorescence and is a special feature of family Labiatae in which the leaves are of the opposite superposed type. In the axil of each leaf is present a condensed biparous cyme consisting of sessile flowers, and it ends in a scorpoid cyme. Flower of the two inflorescences are crowded together to form a false hole at each node. Hence it is called as verticilluster inflorescence. Example: Ocimum, Tulsi, Salvia, Coleus, mint, etc. Mixed type of inflorescence, mixed pencil. In this type, main axis bear one type and the lateral branches bear a different type of inflorescence. It is called mixed inflorescence. Say mixed pencils. In this case, main axis is racemose, whereas their branches develop cymose, compound racemes, inflorescence. For example, ligustrum. Mixed aesthetics. In this, the main axis is racemose and develop branches with cymose inflorescence. Branches are arranged in acropetal succession. Example: banana. The inflorescence of banana bears many cymose flowers arranged in acropetal succession and are covered by their spathe. Cymose, corium. Inflorescence of some flowers look like that of corium inflorescence, whereas it is formed by the arrangement of cymose flowers, say ixora, Colorina, etc. Cymose, umbel. This inflorescence look like umbel inflorescence, whereas it is formed by compactly arranged cymose flowers, for example, onion, lanthana, etc. Thyrsus in grapevine, main axis having cymose growth, develop racemose flowers. This type of inflorescence is said to be as thyrsus, as in grapevine. Difference between racemose and cymose inflorescence. In racemose, the growth of main axis is unlimited, but in cymose it is limited. Flowers are borne on the lateral side of the main axis in racemose inflorescence. In cymose, flowers are borne on the terminal portion of main axis. In racemose, flowers develop in an acropetal succession, but in cymose, they are arranged in basipetal successions. Means older flowers are toward apex and younger flower toward base. In racemose, in a group, the flowers show a centripetal arrangement, but in cymose, they show centrifugal arrangements. In racemose inflorescence, axis of inflorescence is monopodial. In cymose, axis of inflorescence is sympodial or multipodial. In racemose inflorescence, flowers are formed on all the sides, but in cymose, flowers can be restricted to one side only as helicoid uniparous cyme.